Jaw-dropping numbers that show a majority of schools in Norfolk are in desperate need of repairs.
Yeah, that may not surprise you if maybe you're a parent or guardian of a student in the district. But what may is how much money it's going to take to fix all of them. 10 on your side's Joe Fisher is here now with all the new findings from district-wide studies.
This report card shows that 27 of the district's 50 schools, more than half, are in poor condition. Now, to replace everything across the district, it would cost more than $1 billion. That's billion with a B. More likely, though, is hundreds of millions of dollars in repairs. That's why the district is already talking with the city to see how they can come up with the cash. Shocking and sobering is how district leaders describe this study outlining the condition of Norfolk schools.
It is something that is a concern, and it's not new.
From floors to windows, roofs, and HVAC systems, the report shows an immediate need for nearly $500 million. That's money School Board Chairman Rodney Jordan says the district doesn't have.
This report to me identifies the fact that we have older buildings, that we do need to make some decisions about how do we invest.
In June, we told you about mold at Booker T. Washington, one of 3 high schools in poor condition. Also in poor condition, 3 of 7 middle schools and 21 of 36 elementary schools.
You got leaks, you got mold. That's scary to me, especially with children. We don't need our children in that environment.
Norfolk tends to be fiscally stressed, according to Jordan, but in recent years they've built 5 new schools, a $100 million investment. But that's just a fraction of the $1.2 billion in repairs still needed across the district. Where do we get that money?
Well, that's where we're going to have a conversation with our council and with our public on how we go about doing that.
The study recommends $16 million a year in funding, far more than the $2 million the schools receive now. Jordan says a new funding formula is needed so students and staff don't suffer.
We are advocating as a school system, and we believe our citizens also want us to have strong, effective 21st century learning environments for our children.
And we have put a list of all of the schools in poor condition over on wavy.com. Meanwhile, rezoning schools is also being discussed if the district decides to shut down some of the worst buildings. The school board will meet next Wednesday, November 29th. They'll have a public hearing on next year's budget for people to share what they feel the board should be prioritizing. I'm Joe Fisher, 10 on your side.